Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Joint ROTC Color Guard and the singing of the national anthem by our very own acapellas.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lon Moeller, the Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost. It's my privilege to welcome you to the Spring 2018 Commencement Ceremony for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University's Daytona Beach campus. At this time, it's my honor to introduce our stage guest for this morning. Please hold your applause until everyone has been recognized. Members of the platform party, as I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Starting in the back on your left, Reverend David Keck, Campus Chaplain. Mr. Ed Trombley, Interim Registrar. Dr. Karen Gaines, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Alan Stolzer, Dean of the College of Aviation. Dr. Mike Williams, Dean of the College of Business. Susan Allen, Associate Dean for Research, College of Engineering. Ms. Courtney Marcel, Senior Class President. Mr. Joe Martin, Chairman of the Board for Brooks Automation Incorporated, Co-Chairman and Vice Chairman of the Board for Fairchild Semiconductor Corporation, retired, and today's speaker. Dr. P. Barry Butler, University President. Dr. Satya Gangadharan, Faculty Senate Speaker and Professor of Mechanical Engineering. Dr. Katerina Nakiri, Professor of Physics and 2018 recipient of the Abbas Sivji Outstanding Research Award. Dr. James Pembridge, Associate Professor of Engineering and 2018 recipient of the Tej Gupta Outstanding Teacher Award. And Dr. Chris Grant, Vice Provost for Academic Support, Daytona Beach Campus, and Mace Bearer. Please join me in demonstrating our appreciation to our distinguished guests here today. At this time, please stand as Reverend Keck offers the invocation.
Good morning. We have 3,000 plus people in this room. We can do a little better. Good morning. It is a good morning. It's a great morning. We've been working hard. We are a solemn ceremony, but a joyful one. So we celebrate, and we have this great energy. And for those of you playing Embry-Riddle graduation bingo, we just completed your lower left corner on your box, so please. At the end of the invocation, I will say, let all God's children say, invite everyone to respond, amen. It's a great day. Let's give thanks. Thank you, dear God. This is a day which you have made. We rejoice and are glad in it. We thank you for the students who are gathered here. You alone know how hard they've been working. You alone know how difficult the achievement has been, how much they've striven and struggled. You alone know the magnitude of their achievement. So we give you thanks for them. We give you thanks for the faculty, the staff, the coaches, and cadre members who have been working with them for 4, 5, 6 plus years. We are grateful for this day. We're grateful for the family and friends who've also been working and providing support and love, encouragement. So we ask you to bless all who are gathered here. Allow us to celebrate this wonderful day, and bless this day and make it a day they will remember and turn to as a source of joy and strength in the years ahead. And let all God's children say, amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Reverend Keck. I'm particularly pleased to extend a warm welcome to the families and friends of our soon-to-be graduates, our community friends, and our distinguished guests to the most important, I would expect, the most anticipated event of our academic calendar, graduation. We're pleased to have interpreters from the Central Florida Translation Services to sign the ceremony for the benefit of the hearing impaired, as well as Mr. Mike Rossolino and Ms. Jessica Murphy to serve as our readers. Special thanks also go to the Orlando Concert Band for providing the music today, our own Embry-Riddle Joint ROTC for the presentation of the colors, as well as our acapellas for the singing of the national anthem, and they'll be singing Alma Mater later this morning. We also wish to recognize several groups of individuals who played key roles in the successful operation of this great university and who contribute to the success of today's ceremony as well. The first group includes our Board of Trustees, our Emeriti trustees, and officers of the university. Would those in attendance please rise and be recognized? We wish to recognize several groups of individuals who played key roles in a successful operation. The second group includes those individuals who played a major role in preparing and mentoring our graduates today, and that's the Embry-Riddle faculty. Would those faculty in attendance today please rise and be recognized? And the final group deserving of special recognition includes all of our dedicated staff, without whose many hours of tireless work this ceremony would not be possible. I ask all these folks to please stand and be recognized as well. Thank you. Please be seated. Perhaps the most honored guests today are the families of our graduates. Graduates, and you know this better than anyone, your families' love and support have helped to make this day possible. Graduating seniors, masters, and Ph.D. degree candidates, please stand and acknowledge your families for their love and support. Please be seated. And now, to the business at hand. Mr. Martin, will you come forward and officially open our commencement ceremony, please?
Good morning, all. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, it is my pleasure to declare the spring commencement ceremonies of Embry-Riddle open. And at this time, I am pleased to introduce our President, Dr. P. Barry Butler. Please.
Thank you, Trustee Martin. Congratulations, graduates, and thank you. Seeing all of you and your proud families reminds me that every challenge I face on the job is worthwhile because it all adds up to moments like this. As representatives of the world's leading aviation and aeronautical institution, you're joining an elite community. You are now and forever Embry-Riddle Eagles. Those of you that have been on the Daytona Beach campus up here in the audience, I know the students obviously have, you've seen the replica of the Wright Flyer. Orville is at the controls and Wilbur is off to the side. It inspires us every day. However, you don't see the Wright sister, Catherine. I like to mention her because she was an officer of the Wright Company, a commercial aviation business founded in 1909. She wasn't an aviator, but she helped her brothers turn an invention into an industry. To the graduates out here today, I ask you to think of your brothers and sisters and family members that were part of your journey to your success today. Our roots really are in the business of aviation, going back to the very beginning. John Paul Riddle wasn't just the co-founder of the flight school that became Embry-Riddle Aeronautical at the time. He was highly entrepreneurial. He created training programs, he sold aircraft, he won one of the first airmail contracts, and he ran a charter business, and he started a cargo company. If there was a business opportunity related to getting to or being in the sky, Riddle was involved. We carry on that legacy. Embry-Riddle is synonymous with all things aviation and aerospace. An Embry-Riddle grad spent 104 days in space and became the first astronaut to guide the International Space Station's robotic arm to capture a visiting cargo vehicle. Nicole Stott, that astronaut, is now on our Board of Trustees. Engineers from Embry-Riddle are making planes quieter and eco-friendly. They're developing the first hybrid electric piston aircraft and a hybrid electric jet engine. Graduates have launched businesses that service satellites, deliver the benefits of big data and cloud computing to disaster management teams, and they've gone on to work for some of the greatest companies in the world. Now you're right on their heels, ready to redefine what's possible. As graduates, we've seen your resourcefulness and discipline, so we expect great things from you in the future, great things that may benefit all of us. Your achievement will become part of who we are. I promise that we will uphold the standards that make an Embry-Riddle diploma something that is respected around the world. I ask that you support each other, and as you build your empires, reach back to our students, the next generation of Eagles. We'll be preparing them to work alongside you. Congratulations once again to our newest alumni, family, and friends. At this time, I'm honored to introduce our guest speaker for today's ceremony. Joseph Martin is a former helicopter pilot who served 2 tours of duty in Vietnam with military honors, including the Distinguished Flying Cross, Purple Heart, 2 Bronze Stars, 22 Air Medals, and the Vietnam Cross of Gallantry. After the Army, he enrolled in Embry-Riddle and earned his aeronautics degree. He later added an MBA from the University of Maine. Mr. Martin was the very high-profile and highly respected leader of National Semiconductor and later Fairchild Semiconductor Corporation. Mr. Martin has served on the boards of 3 technology companies, and he's currently on 4 boards in addition to our own: Brooks Automation, Collectors Universe, Bionic Labs, and Allegro Microsystems. Through his service, he has supported innovative efforts in cryogenics and robotics. It is our good fortune that Joe reconnected with his alma mater. He brings a wealth of business insight to our Board of Trustees, drawing on his expertise as a former executive vice president, CFO, and board member of Fairchild Semiconductor. CFO magazine recognized him as the CFO of the year. This is actually the 3rd time that Joe has been the speaker at Embry-Riddle graduation, and I'd let you know that the very first time was when he was a student at this very graduation, albeit not in this room. He returned as a commencement speaker in 2003. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Joe Martin. Joe?
Thank you so much. Before I start, there's a classmate of yours, Nadav Adal, who's in the hospital. He was tragically hit by a car 3 weeks ago. He's got some serious injuries. He was supposed to graduate today here with a degree in engineering. His family is here. I went by the hospital yesterday to see him and to wish him well. He wishes he could be here today. And to all of you, you have his regards. He is live watching this, and I know that we all wish him a speedy recovery. I'm honored here today to be at your commencement. I'd like to thank Dr. Butler for this special honor. I'd also like to thank Dr. Butler for the many sleepless nights and days filled with peaked anxiety, wondering how well will I fulfill this commitment. We have all sat through many commencement speeches and endured many of them. Most times the person at the podium is certainly someone that is accomplished, but more often than not, some person from a generation or 2 preceding you that has not realized how things have changed. Many times they default to some Plato-like lofty generalities you should adopt for the next 50 years, while we sit in the audience, courteous, respectful, praying for this to be short, and wondering how many of us will get up to use the restroom, which should take a round trip of about 6 minutes of freedom. Let me assure you that I have anticipated this, and therefore asked to have all the bathroom doors be locked, except the one here to the right of the stage. You will be on full display to everyone in attendance should you try this 6-minute escape. I got you. A little bit of duplication of effort here. I wrote this independent of any input from the administration or from friends or whatever, so I had no idea how the introduction was going to go on. So you're going to see for a moment that there's a little bit of duplication of effort, but it's well worth it. So I'd like to recognize some of the groups that are here today, too. First, I'd ask, please, at this time, a hearty round of applause for all our graduates. You spent 4 years here. Stand up. Come on, let us recognize you. Well done, well done. There's a special group inside of this group that I'd like to ask to stand too. That's our ROTC graduates from the Air Force, Army, Navy, and Marines. Keep standing. They will leave here today with diplomas in hand, their new gold bars on their collars to protect and serve our nation. We couldn't be any prouder of you, and while you're standing, I'd ask that the veterans in the graduating class please also stand and join your colleagues. Thank you all. Next, all the men and women in this group wearing inconsistent attire, robes, uniforms, suits, and dresses, and a multitude of designs and colors. You'd think they could coordinate what they wore today. May I introduce you again to all of our incredible faculty and administrators who have worked tirelessly and whose only goal over the last 4 years was to give you the best education they could. Please give them a round of applause again. Most of us would not be here today if it weren't for the incredible support, guidance, encouragement, and love from our family and friends. Dads, moms, grandparents, siblings, cousins, neighbors, aunts, uncles, friends, Uber drivers, roommates, and so many more. They have provided you the infrastructure to isolate at least 4 years of your lives, to further educating and preparing you for the future. This will be the last chance that you now have to stand for 2 hours, so take advantage of it. Moms and dads and all the support group, thank you all so much. And I'm not done with you, I'll come back later. And speaking of the future, all of you graduating today have witnessed the incredible transformation of this magnificent institution. And it was time, overdue, to claim our true place in this highly competitive world of higher education. We are not there yet, but this university has made incredible strides. Right before all you arrived, we embarked on an expenditure plan of over $250 million to upgrade our plant, facilities, classrooms, locker rooms, campus grounds, educators, staff, and faculty. Hagedorn, Henderson, Arts and Sciences, and the new magnificent, iconic Student Union. New bachelor's program, new master's degree programs, first-time Ph.D. programs, continuing to extend our worldwide campuses. New airplanes, air traffic simulators, NCAA 2. So much and so much more. As you leave here today, head high and proud, I have no doubt you will be contacted by our development folks to make the university even stronger than it is today. Please, please consider our future students. Thank you. I could share with you all thoughts about achievement and goals, hopefully inspire you with examples of colleagues and life successes that our wonderful university has prepared you to experience, or tell you to be yourself and develop respect for all you come in contact with. But when I received this invitation to speak to this graduating class, I spoke to my sons the night before, as I didn't think I was worthy enough of this incredible opportunity to influence our graduates in the class of 2018 before you leave this campus. I think I knew all along I would accept, but their gentle push was all I needed. I wondered that evening about the topic. When I woke in the morning, there was absolutely no doubt in my mind what I would share with you all. Dr. Butler and I spoke on the phone the next day. He was, of course, pleased that I had accepted this invitation, and he was very supportive, offering help in any way I needed it, to include mind melding on a subject. But I told him, I'm already there. I asked, though, if his office would do me a favor. Could you please order me 2,000 white carnations? Of course, he agreed. But he asked, Joe, where are you going with this? I said, I want to share my life experience about Mom and share with all the graduating class at their commencement that one of the most influential people in our lives has been Mom. And one of the most influential people in our adult lives will also be Mom. He paused, no comment, and ultimately said, I am not surprised. This is just perfect. When tall buildings are built and great careers are forged, they are started on a solid foundation. In fact, rock solid. All creations have strong, solid foundations. We all know this. I am here today, and you are here today, because a lot of who and what we are is because of our foundation. I'd like to start by sharing with you something that Megan Bergman wrote, and I quote, "Mothers, I believe, intoxicate us. We idolize them and blame them more thoroughly than anyone else in our lives." How true. We sift through their evidence of their love, reassure ourselves of their affection and its biological genesis. We can steal, we can lie, and we can leave, and they will always love us. I wish I had authored that. Mothers are our being, our flesh. Our mothers have nurtured, fed, bathed, clothed, and loved us unconditionally. They are our first teachers, our first professors. They are our foundation. And they are so much of why all of you are here today. I grew up one of 7 children in a row house in Northeast Philadelphia. The house was no more than 1,200 square feet, including 3 bedrooms upstairs. 6 boys in bunk beds in the master bedroom, my parents in the middle bedroom, and my only sister in her own bedroom. She was a princess. My parents met during World War II. They were both in the Navy. Dad was an ensign pilot, and my mom was in the Wave Corps. My mother used to say she was almost 5 feet tall. In fact, I'm not sure she made it to 4 feet 10 inches. She also claimed she was 103 pounds. Well, we all know that was not true either, unless she was carrying 15 sandbags. She smoked 2 packs of Old Gold non-filter cigarettes a day, and from time to time welcomed a Manhattan straight up. From the time she woke in the morning to the hour she went to bed, she was totally devoted to raising her children, quickly dressing us for school, running downstairs to make breakfast, getting us out of the house on time. Somewhere in there, she made time for lunch bags, too. She made our beds and cleaned the house when we were in school. And oh yes, the enormous pile of wash that never went away. Colors in one pile, whites in another. When we came home, the chores and the homework were always first. while Mom prepared dinner. Meatloaf and potatoes, spaghetti and meatballs, ham and cabbage with boiled potatoes, pot roast with vegetables, Irish beef stew. Sound familiar, Barry? A fried slice of ham with fried potatoes. She loved feeding us all around the table. And it seemed like she was always wearing an apron and took great joy as she fed us and we argued. When we were all done, she would join us and just listen. Sometimes she would cook herself a piece of liver. No one would else eat that stuff. That was just really, really bad. Soon it was time for the showers. We had one bathroom, which made things very interesting. Brush our teeth, pajamas, and on to bed. There was little time for television during the week. We were truly her cubs, and she was going to raise us and protect us forever. This was her life. We were her life. She was our foundation. She was our rock. Any discretions outside of the family, she met head on with unwavering defense. I remember how upset she was when I hit a pole on a median strip. She was relentless in her pursuit of justice for her innocent son, claiming that the pole was a nuisance to good drivers and should never have been there. Or the time I received detention for chewing gum in class. The teacher said if I didn't have some for everyone, then I would have to stay for detention. Whoever had enough chewing gum for the entire class? I told her why I was late home, and she immediately went to the store and put enough gum in my bag that if it ever happened again, and it did, the teacher was not happy, but Mom had taken care of her baby. I remember still today my high school graduation. I was far from being an academic overachiever, but in that class of over 200 graduates, I was number one in her eyes. She was so proud of me, standing there, a young man. I didn't fully realize or understand at that moment, she made me who I was. While we had no money, she gave me a sense of well-being. Knowing the difference between right and wrong, I learned to listen and respect others. I was taught compassion and love by her example. She did the best she could to prepare her young child for adulthood. Yes, she was proud. She was our rock. I enrolled in college and lived at home, but after one semester I dropped out. I wasn't ready. The time wasn't right. The Vietnam War was reaching its peak escalation in 1966, and in February of 1967 I was sworn in with the United States Army. 9 weeks of whining and dining in basic training at Fort Polk, Louisiana. The drill sergeants must have liked me a lot, though, as they gave me many endearing names such as Knucklehead. And they kept asking me if my husband was the athlete in the family. For 9 weeks, I waited in the payphone line every night so I could call home collect. I'm not sure if it was for me or it was for Mom, and who anticipated and cherished those calls the most. 5 years later, she had not changed one bit. I was 6'2", and she was looking straight up at me. I graduated at the top of my flight school class. I flew 2 tours of duty in Vietnam, 2 years as an instructor pilot, and attained the rank of captain. And I believe she made damn sure all 3 million residents of the greater Philadelphia area knew who her son was. At the very least, the members of the private country club where she shined shoes and cleaned out lockers for tips knew who I was. After the service, I went back to college at Embry-Riddle and graduated in 1974. Oh my God, that's a long time ago. She sat right out there where you all are today, and I was the student commencement speaker. She could have not been any prouder of her baby of 27 years old. In 1976, I received my MBA from the University of Maine, as I fondly refer to as Harvard North. For the next 11 years, I was married, had 3 children, had nurtured a successful career, and suddenly she left us. She was my foundation. I was everything she taught me to be, and I was her. And I tell you to this day, she has not left me. Look around, graduates, to the ladies behind you holding the flowers. They are such a big part of why you're here today. I can guarantee you when you leave this auditorium, they will be the proudest people in the world, feeling infinite pride in what you all have accomplished and knowing that she helped build that foundation that your future will be built on. For the rest of your lives, the values, beliefs, sense of right and wrong, respect to others, family, and love will be an integral part of your career and successes in your life. Her love and support will continue to be unconditional. And the foundation of so many decisions you make and paths you take. My children are ages 27 to 45, and I can tell you for sure, so much of who they are and what they do is attributable to their mother. I told you I wasn't done with you, family. I'd ask all the ladies with flowers to stand up and ask all the graduates to turn around and show our appreciation of moms by giving them a heartfelt round of applause. Please, moms. Thank you, moms. And please allow me to declare that today is Commencement 2018 and our own 2018 Embry-Riddle Mother's Day. Dang, that sounds good. In closing, I want to share with you a quote from a prominent national figure. Mothers are the rocks of our families and a foundation in our communities. In gratitude for their generous love, patient counsel, and lifelong support, let us pay respect to the women who carry out the hard work of motherhood with skill and grace. And let us remember those mothers who are no longer with us inspire us still, and they always will. Most of you came to us 4 years ago, seniors out of high school, 17, 18, 19 years old. Today, you will leave us as young adults with a bright future ahead. I wish you all immeasurable success. Thank you for allowing me to be here today. God bless you all, and congratulations.
Joe, thank you so much for those inspiring words. One of the most rewarding opportunities of any university president is to bestow an honorary doctoral degree upon an individual who, through their many singular achievements and good works, have left an indelible mark on this great institution. Joe Martin has been an Embry-Riddle trustee since 2005. In chairing the Finance Committee for more than a decade, he has championed investments in research, faculty, and doctoral programs and facilities, making possible a lot of what you heard about just a few minutes ago in terms of the incredible growth of this institution. On a personal basis, he has generously supported Embry-Riddle athletics and scholarships for students. We cannot begin to measure how generous he has been with his time and talent, but we can take a moment to thank him today. Mr. Martin, we will bestow upon you the honorary doctorate.
I'd like to take a moment to share with you that each of the master's degree candidates who received their degrees today are wearing hoods representing their specific field of study that were awarded in a master's hooding ceremony yesterday. I also share with you information regarding our graduate and undergraduate degree candidates. When our degree candidates cross the stage, you'll notice that a number of them are wearing medallions, honor cords, or stoles. I'll take a moment to explain the significance of these accoutrements and to recognize those wearing them today. Those master's degree candidates wearing the gold medallions are graduating with distinction because they have achieved a grade point average of 4.0. As a group, will these students please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. For the undergraduates, those wearing white cords have achieved grade point averages of between 3.5 and 3.69 and are graduating cum laude with honors. As a group, will these students please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Those graduates wearing red cords have achieved grade point averages of between 3.7 and 3.89 and are graduating magna cum laude with great honors. As a group, will these students please stand and be recognized? Those graduates wearing gold cords have earned a grade point average of between 3.9 and 4.0 and are graduating summa cum laude with highest honors. As a group, will these students please stand and be recognized? I now call your attention to the flags behind our graduates. They represent the 48 countries of our international students who have enriched our university with their classroom discussion, their cultural perspectives, and who undoubtedly will serve us as our informal ambassadors after they graduate. As a group, will these students please stand up and be recognized? Please be seated. We are proud to recognize our student athletes who represent the 20 teams which make up approximately 400 total student athletes at the Daytona Beach campus. Our student athletes embrace the philosophy of student, person, player. These individuals are committed to personal growth, character development, serving the greater good of the campus and the community, and embracing the ideals of NCAA Division II Life in the Balance program. Today, we are very proud of our student athletes as they have achieved academic success along with their athletic achievements. As a group, will these students please stand and be recognized? A number of our graduating students are veterans of military service to our great country. These graduates are wearing stoles to reflect our recognition of their service. As a group, will our graduating veterans please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Continuing our recognition of special achievements, Embry-Riddle is fortunate to have armed forces commissioning programs in Air Force, Army, Navy, and Marine ROTC. Some of our students will also join the Coast Guard through off-campus programs. We're extremely proud of our graduates who have or who will become the newest second lieutenants and ensigns in our nation's armed forces. As a group, will these students please stand and be recognized as well? Colonel Mitchell, I was hoping for an arm slug there, but yeah. And now we proceed to what we all have been waiting for, the awarding of our degrees. I would first, though, like to begin our ceremony by honoring one of our fallen eagles. The university recognizes the sense of loss that faculty and staff feel when a student passes away. One means of expressing our gratitude for this student's life and academic work is to award that student a posthumous degree.
A sad part, but a good part, to recognize somebody that has made a difference. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and on the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon Zachary Michael Capra, the Bachelor of Science in Aeronautical Science, with all rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Will you please all join me in a moment of silence? Thank you.
Now I have the distinct pleasure of introducing our Ph.D. candidates, who will be hooded here on the stage. Embry-Riddle's hood reflects the school's colors, royal blue and gold. The field of graduate study is designated by the color of the satin binding: lemon for engineering physics, gold for human factors, and silver for aviation. Will the candidates for the Ph.D. in engineering physics, the Ph.D. in human factors, and the Ph.D. in aviation please come forward? Mr. Martin, it is my honor to recognize the candidates for the Ph.D. in engineering physics as recommended by the College of Arts and Sciences. Derek Kyle Kaufman. Derek's dissertation title is Nonlinear Control of Under-Actuated and Constrained Systems, and his dissertation committee chair was Dr. Mahmet Rahananglu. Please. Mr. Martin, it's my honor to recognize the candidate for the Ph.D. in Human Factors as recognized by the College of Arts and Sciences, Shane Savage Davidson. Shane's dissertation title is A Multi-Dimensional Model of Enjoyment, Development, and Validation of an Enjoyment Scale. Enjoy. Dissertation Committee Chair was Dr. Christina Frederick. Congratulations. Okay. Dr. Martin, it's my honor to recognize the candidate for the Ph.D. in Aviation as recommended by the College of Aviation, Robert L. Thomas. Dr. Thomas's dissertation was entitled "The Effect of Active Learning on Instrument-Rated Pilots' Knowledge and Self-Efficacy." Dissertation Committee Chair, Dr. Stephen Hampton. Congratulations.
This concludes the presentation of the Ph.D. degrees. The faculty is now pleased to present the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences, College of Aviation, College of Business, and the College of Engineering. At this time, I invite Dr. Karen Gaines, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, to come forward to the podium.
Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? Mr. Martin and Dr. Butler, it is my honor to present candidates for master's degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Engineering Physics, Juan David Fernandez, Robert Allen Callio, Morgan Michael Matheny, Nicholas Owen Purvis, Joshua Allen Terame. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Engineering Physics. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Human Factors. Carla Naomi Candelario Oquindo, graduating with distinction. Nicholas DeFilippis, member of Psi Chi. Jordan Elizabeth Hilgers, member of Psi Chi. Daniel Andres Marte Henriquez. Maddie Milner, graduating with distinction, member of Psi Chi. Brett Joseph Nalzinski. Matthew Benton Pierce, graduating with distinction. Nadine Ragbeer. David Allen Toon. Nicholas Ryan Unger, member of Psi Chi. Samantha Wilt. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Human Factors. It also concludes the presentation of master's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences.
I would now invite Dr. Alan Stolzer, Dean of the College of Aviation, to the podium.
Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Aviation please rise? Mr. Martin and Dr. Butler, it is my honor to present candidates for master's degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Aviation.
Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Aeronautics. Andre Babin, Kryn Oliver Barenschott, Ziyi Dong, Yu Fang, Pamela Pyrina Garcia, Member of Order of Omega. Soros Khandesh. Sarah Lee Pruksari Tannen, graduating with distinction. Govindan Ramchandar. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Aeronautics and concludes our candidates from the College of Aviation.
I would now invite Dr. Mike Williams, Dean of the College of Business, to the podium.
Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Business please rise? Mr. Martin and Dr. Butler, it is my honor to present candidates for master's degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Business.
Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Business Administration. Gilberto R. Antunes, Nakisa Behi, Hemanjana Budapati, Member of Delta Mu Delta. Alberto Carrera Moya, Thomas Ramash Dera, Member of the SGA Student Court. Alfonso Delgado Navarro, Thomas Manuel Marcel Paul Garnier, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Adeline Burgett Janine Henris, member of the Business Eagle Program and Delta Mu Delta. Stavros Ioannou, graduating with distinction. Bradley Clell Mapes. Ognian Milkovic. Kanukporn Royangtype, member of the Business Eagle Program. Luis Serrano Gil. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Chuka Conrad Ofumedu. Fabian Cialine. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Business Administration. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Business Administration in Aviation Management. Adeolua Samuel Fagbemi. Yesenia Gonzalez. Mongyuan Liu, graduating with distinction. Boyoung Yang, member of Delta Mu Delta. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Business Administration in Aviation Management. Now presenting our candidates for the Master of Science in Aviation Finance. Tamira Bayer-Sekhan, graduating with distinction, member of the Business Eagle Program and Delta Mu Delta. Hua Chai, member of Delta Mu Delta. Abbas Mohammed Jawad Hadi Shaban, member of Delta Mu Delta. Janani Tiagarajan, member of Delta Mu Delta. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Aviation Finance and also concludes our candidates from the College of Business.
I'd now like to invite Dr. Susan Allen, Associate Dean for Research from the College of Engineering.
Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Engineering please rise? Mr. Martin and Dr. Butler, it is my honor to present candidates for master's degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Engineering.
Now presenting the candidate for the Master of Aerospace Engineering. Keshev Mittal, graduating with distinction and also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Now presenting our candidates for the Master of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Brandon Michael Antosh, graduating with distinction. William Patrick Byrne. Andres Steven Chavez Armijos, graduating with distinction. Junyen Chen. Denver Aloysius Diaz, graduating with distinction. Angelo Andres Fonseca Pazmino. Brent Greer Graham. Saeed Salahaddin Saeed Hamada, graduating with distinction. Kais Driba, graduating with distinction, a Fulbright Scholar and a member of Sigma Gamma Tau. Vijay Sai Kandimala, graduating with distinction. Stanislav Vladimirovich Karpuk, graduating with distinction. Klaus Oliver Jürgen Paul Kornikowski, graduating with distinction. Frederick Lutke, graduating with distinction. Kanel Meitong Taifung. Mehdi Mortazavi, graduating with distinction. Nicodemus Myri, graduating with distinction. Osa Rodian Ogbegbar Evans. Allison M. Patira. Tucker Matthew White, graduating with distinction, member of the Order of Omega. Haja Hashim Aslam Zakir Hussein. Tony Tien Yuen Zhao, graduating with distinction, member of Sigma Gamma Tau and Tau Beta Pi. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Cybersecurity Engineering. Aresh Alishi, member of Eta Kappa Nu. Vishra Patel, member of Eta Kappa Nu. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Cybersecurity Engineering. Now presenting our candidate for the Master of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Ricky Liu, graduating with distinction, member of Eta Kappa Nu and Tau Beta Pi. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Khalid Mohammed Al-Zaraini, graduating with distinction and a member of Tau Beta Pi. Jason Douglas Jarnigan, graduating with distinction. Zaid Shakir Mahmood. Matthew T. Nelson. Tyler Duncan Newitt. Brandon Eugene Saxon. Robert James Welkley, graduating with distinction. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Now presenting our candidates for the Master of Science in Systems Engineering, Joshua Wayne Gates. Denise Michelle Rojas. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Systems Engineering. We'll now present the candidate for the Master of Science in Unmanned and Autonomous Systems Engineering, Albert Prince Bisong Obi, member of Delta Mu Delta. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Unmanned and Autonomous Systems Engineering and concludes the master's degrees from the College of Engineering and the awarding of master's degrees this morning. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Bill Thompson, the Executive Director of Alumni Relations.
Congratulations, graduates! On behalf of the Office of Alumni Engagement, we officially welcome you to the Embry-Riddle alumni family. Together with over 130,000 other alumni located around the globe, you are now Eagles for life. You will forever be united through your shared passion and experiences at Embry-Riddle. Today, you received a pin signifying your alumni status. Please wear it with pride, as it is a symbol of your alma mater. We know that you will continue to soar to new heights, and we are positive that you will be leaders in your communities and your careers. So as you progress in your lives and your professions, we encourage you to stay connected. Return to homecoming, come back to your campuses, attend alumni events, and always help your fellow Eagles when they need mentorship, guidance, or support. And now I'm going to need your help, graduates, because as I say congratulations and remember, I want you to help me finish this. Congratulations, and remember, you are forever an Eagle. Can we do it one more time? Forever an Eagle. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Now here's the moment we've all been waiting for. Mr. Martin, will you please join me at the podium? Will all the graduating candidates from the colleges please rise and remain standing?
Well, here we are after 4 years. And this morning after 3 hours and 14 minutes. Let's do this. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer on you the Associate's in Science degree, the Bachelor's of Science degree, the Master's degree, and the Ph.D. degree with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations, and you may now move your tassel to the left side of your mortarboard. Symbolizing your new status as a graduate of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Congratulations.
Would everyone please stand as we present to you our alma mater, performed by the Acapellas.
Eagles gather near, we lift our voices loud and clear, soaring high, O alma mater, threads of blue and gold. United we soar in vast open skies. Embry-Riddle we hail thee, great memories we'll hold. So here's to you, old ERA, you alma mater true. We pledge in love and harmony our loyalty to you. Singing thy praise, remembering the days, coast to coast around the world, our bond forever true. Embracing our dreams with pride far and wide. Embry-Riddle, we hail thee, great memories will hold. So here's to you, old ERA, you alma mater true. We pledge in love and harmony our loyalty to you.
Almost done. We're delighted that all of you could be here today for this very special occasion. Family and friends, in a few minutes when we wrap up the ceremony, please exit the way you came in through the West Concourse and meet your graduates on the north side. That's the parking garage side of this building. Thank you. Please remain standing as Reverend Keck offers our benediction.
Three hours and 13 minutes, I guess that means good afternoon. A couple of announcements before the benediction. For those of you who have been wondering for about the last 2 hours and 40 minutes, the doors to the bathrooms have been unlocked. Also, please do exit all the way to the parking lot. Officer 512 will be there to greet you. With a commemorative parking ticket, which you can display proudly on the windshield of your car. Your commencement speaker reminded you that your mothers gave you life. Your mothers and your families gave you life and a lot more. And you came to Embry-Riddle. Your senior class speaker reminded you that nothing changes if nothing changes. Well, graduates, you have changed. You have acquired a mountain of student debt, but because you had the courage to take those loans. Not everyone has that courage. Because you had that courage, you now have knowledge and strength. You have been changed. So you have been changed, go change. Make the world safer. Make commerce and aviation more efficient. Land a vehicle on Mars, preferably one with the Embry-Riddle logo on it. Graduates, go in peace and go with God's blessing. And let all God's children say, Amen. Family and friends, please be seated. We ask that you remain seated until the platform party and all graduates have left the arena. Thank you.